Go.
Colorado State at 0-2 comes in there against the #1 ranked team in their first game of the season. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide here on the Alabama Sports Network. Alabama heavy favorites going into this game, but we are getting ready for our first game of the season. It'll be Alabama and Colorado State in Alabama Stadium. We expect a blowout, but you never know what to expect in college football. We will have 2 commentators later on in the season, but one of them is on break. But we can get the camera situated as we get ready for college football week 3. Addison, you can put the camera down.
I might put it right here.
You need to aim it up, like way up.
I don't think it'll let me though. Yeah, I just have to put it back here.
Yes. You might be able to stand it up on the bed.
I don't know. Figure it out. But I don't want to block your view. Want to try? Oh, okay.
Try it.
Sorry about that, guys. We are
Yeah, I can still see.
to get camera.
Move it back a little bit.
Is that good?
Yeah, that should be good.
Yeah, that looks
There
good.
we go.
All right,
Alright,
here we go. Eventually, we will be
here we are. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
turn off the lights.
It's gonna be Alabama against Colorado State. It's brought to you by Nissan. Here we go. You can see the overall difference. It is a very lopsided affair coming in today. Colorado State is trying to show
what they can do.
that they are not afraid of this Alabama team that is #1 in the country. Nissan tail the tape up there. Probably the biggest stadium Colorado State has ever played in. But here comes Alabama out of the tunnel. You can enjoy the tunnel presentation. We're in Bryant-Denny Stadium for Alabama's first game in Colorado's third. Colorado comes into this 0-2. Alabama 0-0. You're watching the Alabama Sports Network. It's the coin toss now. Colorado State, they pick heads. It lands on tails. Alabama, they will defer. Colorado State Rams will start with ball. You can see scores from other games on the bottom of your screen. Kickoff is good. It's going to be a touchback. So Colorado State's QB is going to come out. They're going to take it at the 25-yard line. If you need to know scores from other games around the country are on the bottom. In the backfield, it's a handoff, and that's going to go nowhere. It's a loss of 4. A good start for this Alabama defense here. You just know that Alabama came here to play. That's the first play of the game. Running backs in the backfield, the snap, it's a throw. Pass is going to be caught, and it's going to be a 5-yard reception, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 9. From the 26-yard line. Andy Jackson, the quarterback for the Colorado State Rams. The snap. Jackson in the backfield. A handoff on 3rd and 9, and it's going to go nowhere for Corey Wall, the rush. Good tackle by number 32. And now back to punt it away for Colorado State. Kick. It's a good punt. Taking it at the 40. Has room. He's across midfield, and he's out of bounds. And now here comes the senior quarterback, Lance Thompson. Alabama has the ball as we expected very quickly, only a minute into the game. In the backfield, it's a handoff, and it's going to get nowhere. So good defensive play by Colorado State. Who knows? Tyree Moss with the handoff. Oh, no, Addison is back.
Hey guys.
So Addison will help me commentate. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Arkansas is on the board, if you see.
By the way, guys,
Lance Thompson, he throws. First down, Alabama. Down at the 35-yard line.
by the way, guys, we will be talking at halftime, and we will give their faces. So, yeah.
It is Brandon Bauer with the reception. Thompson with the pass. Some scores already going on the board. Another score alert. Arkansas already up by another touchdown. It's Tyree Moss. A 7-yard run. It's going to be 2nd and 3. How about that? The FCS team beating Minnesota. Do you want to, or do we shoot for ourselves? Akron beating Michigan. Some upsets going around the league. Is now back in the backfield is Thompson. Thompson, he's going to throw. It's going to be caught out of bounds. No, they're going to mark him in bounds. It's going to be a first down for Alabama.
Seems like it was out of bounds there.
I thought he was out too. As you see, up is up on the board. Iowa and Iowa State. Iowa's up 3-0. In the backfield now, Alabama driving the handoff to Moss. Moss, he has room. Moss to that 5. Out of bounds at about the 4-yard line. A great run by Tyree Moss. Gets it inside the 5, shoved out of bounds. Around the 3-yard line. And Alabama, as expected, is about to score. Thompson in the backfield. The throw, touchdown, oh, and he drops it. My goodness, what a bad pass. It was a great pass. Could have been a touchdown. It's dropped. Brings up 2nd and goal. Maybe Colorado State can pull off a miracle here. But I doubt it. Now you can see your late games down at the bottom of your screen. End zone, touchdown, Alabama. Ryan Lawson, the wide receiver in Alabama, takes the early lead. So not far into this game, it's going to be Alabama scoring a touchdown. And now for the extra point, a 7-play, 44-yard drive. The kick is up, and it is good. Alabama takes the early 7-0 lead. A studio update, though. South Carolina takes down North Carolina.
That was a one-score game.
A one-score game. The Gamecocks with the 2-1. North Carolina falls to 1-1. A good game for the running back from North Carolina. 19 carries, 130 yards. But over here is the other way around. For a Colorado State team that's just trying to show that they can score on this team. It's going to be another touchback, and the Alabama defense is going to come out. They've given up 2 yards so far today on that first drive. Here,
Nebraska and UCLA, that's going to be a good matchup.
here in Bryant Henning Field. In the backfield now, Jackson. It's going to be a handoff. He's going to turn the corner, and he's going to get popped. He got banged up. Let's look at this one again. Corey Wall got destroyed by the Alabama D-line. But it's actually yards for Colorado State. We have not seen many yards for Colorado State. It's only a gain of 2, but it already doubles the amount of yards we've gotten. An upset alert. Akron. That game might be tied. It's going to be Alex Paul, though, with the 9-yard reception. And it's enough for a first down for Colorado State. How about that? Colorado State. It's a first down against Alabama as now Arkansas starts to run away. Same as West Virginia. In the backfield, now Jackson throws it deep, wide open across the field. And Colorado State, how about this? Joe Birch. Imagine the upset if Colorado State pulled this off. Not saying it's going to happen, but Colorado State looks like a top 25 team out there right now, Addison.
Yes, they sure do. You never know what can happen that year.
And you can just hear how quiet this crowd is. But now they start to get louder. There they go. The Alabama fans are rowdy as Jackson, pretty much an empty backfield. In the backfield, Jackson. Jackson, he's going to get taken down. He is sacked. It's a big boy, number 8 with the sack.
He lost 7 yards.
It's a 7-yard sack. And he just had nowhere to go. Oh, look who SU plays. FCS, Midwest, and Minnesota still tied. Akron and Michigan, I don't know how to say it.
It's Akron.
Akron and Michigan tied. Buffalo up 21-0. motion from the wide receiver. It looks like it might be a play action or a handoff. It's going to be an empty. It's going to be caught. It's going to be a gain of 7, but it's still 3rd down and 11. Joe Birch, another reception. It's going to be 3rd and long. I wonder if they're barely in field goal range, though. Just to get points on the board against Alabama would be
I see that would be probably a 50-yarder.
in the backfield. Jackson has a lot of time, and he is sacked. Can they kick a field goal, or are they going to punt it?
Hopefully they're going to punt here.
I don't know.
Never know.
Jackson, he had a lot of time to throw the ball. He just couldn't find anyone open. He went back to throw, and then instead of risking a fumble, he just pump faked
We're
it.
in 7.
In Alabama, they're going for the punt. Colorado State. They're back to return in the end zone. Here's the punt. It's a pretty good punt. A fair catch signal that's going to roll out. It's going to be a touchback. And now Lance Thompson comes out up by a score with 6 seconds left in the first quarter.
Other guys will be here at halftime.
With your halftime report. In the backfield, Thompson. This will be the last play of the first quarter. It's a handoff to Moss. Moss, he has room, and he's going to get to 2nd and inches.
There's the end of the first quarter.
Tyree Moss, after 1, has been shredding the Alabama defense. Alabama 7, Colorado State nothing. It's college football on the Alabama Sports Network. We come back now to start the second quarter. Alabama up by 7. In the backfield, it's going to be a throw for Thompson. Thompson, he has all the time. He throws. It's caught. 1st down. It's Ryan Lawson with another reception. It's his 2nd of the game. Lance Thompson, 4-5, 27 yards with the passing touchdown to add on. And it looks like it might be another handoff to Moss. A little motion. It's going to be another passing play. Thompson in the backfield. He has time. It's caught. It's Moss. Tyree Moss, a 9-yard reception. It's going to be 2nd and 1. And about the 45-yard line. Yes. 5 of 6, 36 for Lance Thompson. Now in the backfield is Moss. It's another passing play. It's thrown, it's caught. Past midfield at about the 37-yard line. Another good throw by Thompson. I think it's around the 37-yard line is where the knee hit the ground. It's at 37. So now Alabama working their way down, but maybe possibly barely in the field goal range. In the backfield is Thompson again. Thompson, he throws, it's caught. It's another Alabama 1st down. Colorado had an opportunity last drive, but it's looking ugly now as Josh Fields gets his first reception of the game. In the backfield, it's Thompson. He throws, wide open, and he drops the pass. How do you drop that?
Good defense.
It could have been a 14-0 ball game as quick as that.
Down at the 2-yard line now.
But it's a dropped pass. As now Thompson has to work with a 2nd and 10 instead of a 1st and goal. Thompson back in the backfield. Oh, and he's going to get, it's a fumble. And they're going to mark it a sack. Good defense now. Maybe Colorado State can make a statement and only allow a field goal. Look at the number 45, though, untouched. 2 players didn't even have to get by any blockers. Thompson taking a shot. And now it's going to be a 3rd and long situation.
For the Alabama offense.
Try to take snap in the backfield. Thompson, now he has to air it out. He does, it's caught. It won't be a 1st down.
But enough to get him in field goal range.
But a good job by Colorado State to hold the Alabama offense has been shredding everyone. Good job, though, by Colorado State. And it is going to be a 10-0 game. So it's going to be a 2-score game, but at least it's not 14-0. 10-0 Alabama. Okay. It's another touchback. 2 minutes until halftime on the Alabama Sports Network.
It was a pretty one-sided first quarter, but I wouldn't be surprised if things changed in a big way before halftime.
And now Colorado State tries to march down the field before halftime. And they go the opposite direction downfield.
They will lose yardage.
It was 2 yards, and James Wilkinson was his first tackle for loss of the game.
By the way, guys, this is NCAA 14. So yeah, that's what the game's on.
You have to hope you have a PS3 or an Xbox 360 though, because this game though will not work on a PS4, an Xbox One, or any next-gen console, because it is not made for those. There is no discs. We are waiting to see when the release date for NCAA 22 or 23, I believe it will be.
And by the way, guys, hold on here. We will be starting a series of this.
Where we follow Alabama's 2014 season all the way up to present day. This was made using NCAA 14 Dynasty mode. The reason why we did Dynasty, well, it tracks their stats, and that's how you get the scores on the bottom of the screen. It's not an overlay or anything.
It's like a full screen up there, right?
Now in the backfield, there's a handoff, and it's going to go nowhere again. Timeout called. You can see Lance Thompson on the sideline.
Timeout called by Colorado State.
We called CSU, it says on the screen. So CSU, Jackson in the backfield. Jackson, he's going to throw, it's caught. And
He gets hammered.
it's going to be 3rd and 8. He got hit hard. Pass. And then bam. Who's the scratching at the door? A dog? So it's going to be 3rd down in the field. What is that? Why does that want to come in? Handoff. And the dog's in.
Right. What? Daisy scratching at my door.
Here's the punt. Oh, it's a fake! And it's going to go backwards. My goodness, what was Colorado State thinking?
It did let Alabama.
It did not fool Alabama at all. Number 30 making the stop. And this crowd is fired up. Alabama a chance to make it a 3-score game and get the ball back after halftime. In the backfield, Thompson is caught. Oh, and he got maybe a horse collar.
There's no
No
flag.
flag, but Mario Davis. The target. As now Arkansas starts to continue a blowout. It's 24-10 over there. As now Thompson in an empty backfield. Thompson back to throw. He throws, it's caught. It's another Alabama first down. Down at about the 25-yard line is Brandon Bauer.
And there's about to be 1 minute left in the second quarter. Make it a
Hurry up offense.
Make it a stay for halftime.
Lance Thompson with an amazing first half.
But don't skip halftime. Good luck.
In the backfield, Thompson caught a toe tackler. Great catch. It's Bauer again. Brandon Bauer with another grab. As now Alabama tries to make it a 3-score game before the half. Now Moss in the backfield. Some motion. It's another throwing play. It's caught. It's a first down, and he gets out of bounds to start the clock. It's Tyree Moss. Kind of like in Madden, like the guy with the high-pitched voice is like the backup commentator. He was actually commentating for the Bills game. In the backfield, it's a handoff to Moss. Moss, he has space. Stiff arms, still on his feet, and he's at second. It's going to be 2nd and 1. And 40 seconds left in the half.
It is rushed right now by FCS East.
Wow, the FCS teams. Yes, that is still D1. It's just a different division of D1. Doing good, and it's going to get out the foot down. Cedric Graham, touchdown, Alabama. Cedric Graham, and Alabama is up by 3 scores. If this was a catch.
The fans are loud.
We want to go back and see that.
Check that in the line.
I'm not going to complain about it because I'm not the ref.
It was 82.
You can see he puts his arms up, and then he goes over.
That's 1 foot just
Barely gets the foot down.
That's confirmed touchdown Alabama.
right there. He gets the foot down, so we have a 3-score game.
And there's 30 seconds left. Here
It's
in
a
the
lopsided
here in the
affair.
first half.
We got another studio update. This game currently in the middle of the first quarter. Number 7 Florida tied with Tennessee. Florida at 2-0, Tennessee at 1-1. Yes, it is weird. Alabama had 2 bye weeks to start the season, which is not happened much. We knew this was going to be a blowout, but it's a little closer than I thought, isn't it, Addison?
Yeah, it's 17-0 at the point. I thought it would be about like
I thought it'd be like
28-0.
30 to nothing. And here's a recap of what we've seen so far.
I thought it would be about 28-0 right now.
Yeah, I thought it'd be 20. Never know. Yeah.
The CSU defense is stopping Alabama at some points.
Well, Alabama's had 3 drives, 1 field goal. How about Dorian Sherman, though? 5 tackles and a sack in the first half alone. This guy is putting on a one-man show on that Alabama D-line as they come out to start their 4th defensive possession. And now they're going to chase down the quarterback, and he is sacked.
Loss of 8.
It's number 49. It's Aaron Hafer, his first tackle of the game.
And first sack of the game.
How the Alabama D-line. And that's going to be halftime. Turn the lights on, bring the camera down. And now you're going to see our face. All right, how about that first half? 17-0 Alabama. Now, the Nissan halftime report.
All right, so how are you liking this game so far?
They're showing highlights. They're showing some game highlights.
For right now,
It's a good game so far. Here are some highlights from today's matchup. A lot of sacks. That's pretty much all we can do to describe this game.
but you can love to pause these things so that we can talk about it.
Yeah. It's a good first half for Alabama. You can see the passing yard. Look at minus 19 rushing yards for Colorado State. I thought it would be a bit much higher blowout.
Okay, guys.
We're almost ready to start the second half. Just a couple more things. So talk.
All right, pause that.
That's the end of the Nissan halftime report. 17-0 Alabama. Addison, what do you like about Lance Thompson?
I think he's doing very well at this point, but I feel like Alabama should be up a bit more.
Yeah, I thought that
But
too.
the CSU defense is doing better than I thought, but the CSU offense is not doing very good right now.
Well, you have to
as
admit,
of
Lance
now.
Thompson with that 86 completion percentage, 117 yards and 2 touchdowns, he means business. But I think the player of the half has to go to Tyree Moss.
Yep, so do I. And guys, that will be the end of the halftime report.
Now it's the opposite for Colorado State. Andy Jackson, their quarterback.
Sorry, guys, I'm kind of moving the camera.
Andy Jackson, 6 of 6, 68 yards. Maybe Colorado State should pass the ball more. They have not had an incomplete pass. But they have minus 22 plus 4, minus 16. They have minus 17 rushing yards.
All right, guys, this game will go back.
This game is going to go back. It's 17-0. It's the kick. And it's not going to be a touchback this time. Fielded at about the 10. Alabama returns. He's at the 32-yard line. Yes, this is one of our longer videos, so if you want to skip any segment to see who wins, go ahead. Or if you're a diehard Jags on YT fan, which we hope all of you guys are, our goal is to hit 50 subscribers by the end of the year.
Sure is. Guys, and eventually I will maybe make a new channel for like me and Ethan's for specifically for like this type of stuff. Because really my channel is about gaming, yes.
Yeah, so maybe we can make a channel called the Jags Sports Network or something like that. It's another completion for Lance Thompson, and it's another completion. Jags a loss. Yeah. You had to get shoved at bounds. This is what I meant. Alabama wanted that ball back, and they want to make it a 4-score game. They are not afraid to attempt to do that. So Alabama now back in the backfield. It's a handoff to Moss. Moss has room. He trots and he's going to get hit in a weird spot, but he's up.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
It's going to be 2nd and 2. You can see a lot of the 3 o'clock games. Some other games are starting to start. Some of the later games that are only in the 2nd quarter still. As now Moss, he's going to pound it for the first down. Moss has room.
First down, Alabama.
It's first down Alabama. It's a 14-yard rush. As Alabama now inside the 35-yard line.
I can't believe I'm it's wrong because I forgot when I video shots.
Moss, another good run. It's another 5+ yard carry. Look at the bottom of your screen. The FCS teams, though, they are staying strong with Power 5 schools. That is ridiculous. And then,
Oh, look at FCS East.
bro, FCS Stanford is crushing Army. My goodness. It's another first down. It's Mario Davis, his #1 target for today again.
West Virginia blowing out Georgia State.
45-3. We have another touchdown. Let's see what game it's in. It's in the Florida-Tennessee game. Florida with the touchdown, and they're going to tie that game up. That's a fun one. In the backfield, Thompson. It's another completed pass. It's another Bama first down. It's 1st and goal. And the Alabama 6-yard line. 16 of 18, 154 yards and 2 touchdowns. Those are some impressive numbers for Lance Thompson.
Yeah, it sure is.
In the backfield, Thompson. He's going to throw. Touchdown, Alabama! Danny Tyler, his first reception of the game. And this is the Alabama score we expected. It's going to be 24-0, which technically is still a 3-score game if they go for 2 if they score 3 touchdowns and get it every time. But it's another touchdown for Alabama. That did not take long for Alabama to get on the board after halftime. And it's 24-0. Another studio update on Florida and Tennessee. We just set 14-14 at the beginning of the 2nd quarter there. Welch, 2 passing touchdowns already. 4 of 7, 94 yards, 2 touchdowns. They're locked up at 14. Back on the Alabama Sports Network, Alabama is going to kick it off. Just another touchback. Only allowing 49 yards and 3 sacks in the first half.
We're almost 30 minutes into this video.
It's a long video. Like I said, you guys do not need to watch the whole thing.
Skip forward if you'd like.
Now in the backfield, Jackson. Jackson's going to throw. It's caught. Daniel Mohammed. This is what I mean, though. If you look at Andy Jackson's stats, if they come up, he's 7 of 7. And that's how they're gaining yards. They lose yards almost every time they run the ball at us. And I think the strategy for Colorado State is their air attack right now. It's another
first down wide open.
It's a first down wide open, and he's going to get past midfield.
Maybe they can actually score a touchdown.
Maybe the passing game, the answer to Colorado State's problems. Maybe instead of pounding the rock every play, maybe they start passing the ball more. This was a very nice looking drive, but this is what happened last time, and then they went backwards when they got cocky and started running the ball at the 30. Maybe just keep the passing attack going. Now it looks like it's going to be a handoff. Jackson in the backfield is not a handoff. Jackson, he throws. It's another completion, but this time they're only going to gain about a yard. Joe Birch. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9 as Michigan hits a touchdown against Akron. Or Akron, I can't say it. Minnesota scores. Jackson in the backfield. It's another completion. It's another barely missing the first down. It's Daniel Mohammed again. Andy Jackson is at 10 of 10 for the game. 107 yards. Maybe this is the answer. We have an upset alert. Look at Missouri beating number 9 LSU by 2 scores. 3rd and inches. Jackson in the backfield. It's caught. It's another first down. And now they're moving inside the 30. This is all Colorado State needed. Colorado State to score a touchdown would be a good sight.
For Colorado
Look at
State.
it. It looks like it's going to be a handoff. got an audible motion. It's going to be another throw. Jackson throws again. It's complete. And he's going to be at the 12-yard line. It's Robbie Shaw.
First down, CSU.
An amazing drive by CSU. Maybe this is the answer to their problems. Can they get one of the best comebacks in college history?
Can they, though?
Imagine an unranked team that's barely in the FBS come out here and beat the best team in the country on the Alabama Sports Network. It's a handoff. Oh, and finally a good handoff. Corey Wall, 6 yards. Where was this in the first half, Addison?
I don't know where it was.
It's
No
like-
one was moving. They were losing yardage, and bad stuff was happening to them. That's all I
But
can
now
tell you
they
right there.
look like Alabama. They're just replicating what Alabama did last drive. Let's see if they can get it into the end zone or maybe just get points on the board. In the backfield. Jackson.
Touchdown!
Was that
CSU!
was that a one-handed grab?
Let's see.
I think he one-handed that.
Touchdown, Colorado State.
He one-handed that. Oh my
catch.
goodness! What a
Let's
grab.
check that instant replay.
That has to be. That might be one of later this year. That might win. If there's a Catch of the Year award for college football, we
Look
might
at that grab.
we might already have our first candidate. What a grab! Wow!
Where was the Alabama guys at right there?
What a grab!
No one near him.
I'm going to save that as a snapshot. So like, now we can always look at that picture.
Look at all their friends. See 'em?
Yeah. Colorado State, that's how you score a touchdown. And now they're going to go for two. Because then they're within 2 scores, like I said. And they're going to get...
Oh, no, they're
my,
not.
What a drop. Another studio update. Florida Gators score again over the Volunteers. But how about this? It's going to be 24-6. But Colorado State is on the board.
Finally.
And then you got Missouri and LSU. The first time you've seen 2 games shown at the same time. What an upset happening over there right now, though. Missouri is 2-0. If they beat LSU, they could be in the rankings. And Alabama, I know, plays them pretty early here in the season, last time I remember.
Who, Missouri?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like the 3rd or 4th game of the season for them. Colorado State on the board. So it's going to be 24-6. It's another short kick. Field at the 25.
And that's 1st and 10 for the
Here's the
Alabama.
last five drives for Alabama. They've only had 4 this game. Touchdown, touchdown, field goal, touchdown.
Well, they got the result you always want on the last drive. Let's see what happens again.
Can the defense stop them, though?
That defense really needs to stop. To stop the Alabama offense.
Moss got a big, good spin move.
Tyree Moss.
And now look at
9 rushes.
look at
78 yards.
is it Akron?
Akron.
Look at Akron and Michigan tied at 28. Michigan, the 12th best team in the country,
Just call it whatever you want at this point.
struggling to survive. Thompson again in the backfield. Thompson at the screen. It's caught, but it's not going to get to the first down.
It's 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd and 1 as Florida makes the field goal against Tennessee. That game is 24-14. The numbers for Lance Thompson are is probably the best they could possibly get. 18 of 20, 163 yards, 3 touchdowns. It's going to hand off.
That's a
first down.
first down
And more. It's going to be a 9-yard carry.
At about
Look at the score.
40-yard line,
Stanford
I think,
winning
right?
45-0. Yeah. This is going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
No, not the 40 yard line. I'm at 45. No, 44.
Do they even run a play at the end, before the end of the quarter? Yes, they do. In the backfield is Thompson. Thompson, a good throw.
That's
It's
a
first
first
down.
down.
And they're going to be cross
That
midfield.
is the end of the 3rd quarter.
24-6, Alabama. How about the one-handed grab, though? We better see that one. Here we go.
There it was.
My goodness, what a grab that was. And then the bad dropped pass on the go for 2. We're back to start the 4th quarter. Alabama driving downfield, trying to make it the 4-score game. Alabama scoring here would really kill Colorado State. It's caught across the 30.
Second and inches.
It's going to be second and inches.
He gets absolutely hammered. Mario Davis.
We've
He
seen
gets 5 interceptions.
We've seen a couple pretty big hits here today. Thompson under center. Davis in motion. It's a handoff to Moss. Moss with the first down. Moss with more. Moss is inside the 10 and down at about the 7-yard line. Tyree Moss, 11 carries, 106 yards today. Look at that run. 100 yards on the ground for Tyree Moss. At about the 9 or 8-yard line, they're right in between the two. And now in the backfield, it's Thompson. Thompson rolls out, he throws, it's caught by Davis inside the 5 at about the 3-yard line.
The clock is rolling. The 3-yard line, exactly like you said.
And now let's see if they get Moss to bring it into the end zone. It is going to Moss, and Moss is in. Another touchdown for Alabama.
This thing looks ugly.
30-6, it's a blowout like we said. This is going to be the longest video on the channel. It's going to be 40 minutes long probably. The kick is up, and the kick is good. It's 31-6. We got another studio update coming in. Well, like we just said, we thought it might be an upset, but now LSU is right back in the game. 14-10, almost halftime there. Some other games finishing up on the bottom. If you already know the outcome of this, you can see some of those games are reaching the 4th quarter here shortly. That catch was probably the catch of the day. One-handed grab. Maybe just for pride, but the Alabama crowd is getting really loud. But no, it's going to be another completion. Andy Jackson has
That
one.
looked about 2nd and 2 for me, not 2nd and 1.
Andy Jackson has a 1 incomplete pass today. Oh, never mind. He's 14 of 14. Guess the 2-point conversion wasn't counted as Arkansas scores again. Wasn't that game just a blowout not long ago?
Yeah.
They're coming back. It's going to be first down, out of bounds at about the 44. Now dropping back. Jackson in the backfield. The game just ended. Michigan takes down Akron.
Sam.
Second and 10, as you can see, Stanford just put a beat down on Army. 45-0 over there. It's going to be caught and it's going to be short. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
He got down right on the end.
Look at West Virginia and Georgia State. My goodness, 59-3. FCS Midwest and
I'm
Minnesota.
surprised this game isn't like that.
Yeah, that's what I thought it would be. In the backfield now. It's a handoff and
Going nowhere.
Nowhere.
That's a loss of 1.
Colorado State pretty much has to go for it.
Nothing Colorado State can do.
They can't do anything, but maybe just for the sake of it, do they go for it? Yes.
Yes, they do. And it's 4th and 2.
The offense is still out there. They pretty much have to throw it. It's quarterback option. He gets the first down. Wow.
I really thought it was 1, but
I got fooled.
They were all but off the field, and now they're wondering what just happened.
It's a first down. Colorado State with almost as many first downs as Alabama. Score-wise, it's Alabama, but if you look at the statistics of this game, Colorado State stayed right up there with them, and my goodness. How many hits have we seen like that today, Addison? I've lost count.
I don't know.
It's got to be like 5 or 6.
Is he injured?
I don't know. He's
Yep.
injured. No, he's not.
Got up.
It looks like it, right?
Yeah.
He was on the ground for a bit.
Slow to get up. So Jackson, it looks like a handoff on 2nd and 3.
It's not.
That's gonna be a first down.
For the Colorado
Matt Scott.
State Rams.
They're like just like the LA Ram helmets, like the older ones. 1.5 minutes left in the game. Colorado State is wanting to score to show that they came here to play still.
But I don't
think,
think it's not real time.
considering what everyone expected, this Colorado State, I think this is a win for them.
Because they got to score.
They scored against Alabama, and they only held them to 30 points instead of 50, like an Alabama team usually scores against a team like Colorado State. And they've been driving down the field. They just haven't been able to execute much when they get inside the 20, like right now.
Yeah.
This is not what we saw in the first half, though, from Colorado State. If it was the first half, they would have been in it still. And it's going to be dropped, almost
Arkansas
intercepted.
beat FCS East.
And a close one. Minnesota and FCS Midwest are in overtime. Wake Forest taking care of business against UL Monroe. Toledo and FCS West have just started. Down the backfield again is Jackson. Jackson has a target, but he overthrows him. UCF and Penn State is a final. LSU and Missouri is still close. Florida and Tennessee is still a one-score game. Same with FCS West and Old Dominion. In the backfield now is Jackson. Jackson, he throws. Short is a first down marker.
4th and 5. What do you think they're going to do? Field goal?
I think just for fun they'll go for it.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
Just the remote, when the remote was in touch for a while, it does that. It's going to be Jackson, 4th and 5. Just for the sake of it, they're going for it. I was going to say, he was
First
open.
down.
It's a first down. Did he fumble the football? Oh, he wasn't ever down. He was on top of the pile. Oh wow, the Colorado State cheerleaders are happy still.
Because I think they're happy with what they did today.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if I were a Colorado State fan.
They just had a
In
very
the backfield now is Jackson. Oh wow, it's a touchdown, Colorado State.
I think they're going for 2 for this one.
Just for the sake of it. But they put up 13 points against Alabama. I thought it would be a shutout.
But Alabama knows it's over, so they're just letting them score at this point.
They're not letting them score. I think Colorado State put together a good drive there.
There's 34 seconds left in the clock, and I think Alabama's just going to kneel it, and the game will be over.
The video is 43 minutes right now. By the end of the video, oh, it's an onside kick. Recovered by Alabama, though.
That is a bad kick right there.
It's an onside kick. If you look, though, look at the total yardage in the first downs. There's not much difference there. I think the offense is not, the points were obviously off. But if you look at the yardage, it's not bad. If they're just going to knee it.
Let's go, Bama!
So Bama is going to win their first game
Of the season.
and
They're just going to wind it down, and Alabama's going to win.
31-13 in the first game of the season. It's not the blowout we expected.
We thank you guys for watching.
We'll be back next week for Alabama's next game. Lance Thompson is your player of the game. Thank you for watching the longest video in Jags on YT history. Peace.